ద ఫస్ట్ అండ్ ఫార్మోస్ట్ చూడండి ఇక్కడ, విచ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ పేర్స్ ఆఫ్ ఆర్టిస్ట్ అండ్ ఏరియాస్ ఆఫ్ స్పెషలైజేషన్ ఈజ్ నాట్ కరెక్ట్. అంటే ఆ కాంబినేషన్ కరెక్ట్గా కాంది ఏది అని అడుగుతున్నాం. ఫస్ట్ వచ్చేసరికి మనకు ఉస్తాద్ జాకీర్ హుస్సేన్ ఖాన్ తబలా, పండిత్ రవిశంకర్ సితార్, హరిప్రసాద్ చౌరాసియా ఫ్లూట్, ఎంఎస్ సుబ్బలక్ష్మి డ్యాన్స్. సో ఇక్కడ చూసినట్టయితే మనకు క్లియర్గా తెలుస్తుంది ఎంఎస్ సుబ్బలక్ష్మి చాలా చాలా ఫేమస్. షీ ఈజ్ ఎ కర్ణాటిక్ మ్యూజిక్ వోకలిస్ట్. కాబట్టి డెఫినెట్లీ ఎంఎస్ సుబ్బలక్ష్మి కెనాట్ బి విత్ డ్యాన్స్. ఓకే, అండ్ రిమైనింగ్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో కనిపిస్తున్నాయో ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనకు రైట్ ఆప్షన్స్. సో ఉస్తాద్ జాకీర్ హుస్సేన్ ఖాన్ తబలా, పండిత్ రవిశంకర్ వెరీ వెరీ ఫేమస్ అండి సితార్, అండ్ హరిప్రసాద్ చౌరాసియా వెరీ వెరీ ఫేమస్ ఫ్లూట్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ద క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 1. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, ద ఇండియన్ టు బీట్ ద కంప్యూటర్స్ ఇన్ మ్యాథమెటికల్ విజార్డ్ ఈస్. ఓకే, అంటే కంప్యూటర్ కంటే చాలా ఫాస్ట్గా క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ చేసే బ్రెయిన్ ఎవరిది ఇక్కడ అంటే చాలామంది ఉన్నారు ప్రపంచంలో, అయితే మన ఇండియన్ ఎవరు అని అడుగుతున్నారు. ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసరికి ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ వచ్చేసరికి మనకు రాహా రమణ, సెకండ్ వచ్చేసరికి మనకు శకుంతలాదేవి, అండ్ సి వచ్చేసరికి రామానుజన్, అండ్ డి వచ్చేసరికి రీనా పానిగ్రాహి. అయితే మనకున్నటువంటి ఆప్షన్స్లో కొద్ది కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్గా ఉన్న రెండు ఆప్షన్స్ ఏంటంటే, ఒకటి వచ్చేసరికి మనకు శకుంతలాదేవి, ఇంకోటి వచ్చేసరికి మనకు రామానుజన్. బోత్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ ఆర్ ద గ్రేటెస్ట్ మ్యాథమెటిషియన్స్. కానీ ఇక్కడ మనకు క్లియర్గా ఒక విషయం తెలుసుకోవాలి, ఏంటి అంటే వెన్ యూ కమ్ టు మిస్టర్ రామానుజన్, ఈయన స్పీడ్ కంటే ఎక్కువగా లాజిక్స్ పైన ఎక్కువ వర్క్ చేసినటువంటి వ్యక్తి. బట్ వెన్ యూ కమ్ టు స్పీడ్, మాకు అందరూ తెలుసు రీసెంట్గా సినిమా కూడా రావడం జరిగింది శకుంతలాదేవి. సో కింద ఇచ్చినటువంటి ఆప్షన్స్లో ద రైట్ ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ శకుంతలాదేవి. అయితే వెరీ వెరీ రీసెంట్లీ మన హైదరాబాద్ కుర్రాడు భాను నీలకంఠన్, ఏం పేరండి? భాను నీలకంఠన్. సో భాను నీలకంఠన్ ఈజ్ ద వన్ హూ హ్యాస్ బ్రోకెన్ ద రికార్డ్ ఆఫ్ శకుంతలాదేవి ఇన్ స్పీడ్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్. సో ఈ విధంగా భాను నీలకంఠన్ ఈజ్ అ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పర్సనాలిటీ. సో ఒకసారి అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, రైట్? ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్, ఇక ఆన్సర్ వచ్చేసరికి మనకు శకుంతలాదేవి ఈజ్ ద రైట్ ఆన్సర్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, ద ఫిల్మ్ పర్సనాలిటీ యాక్టివ్లీ ఇన్వాల్వ్డ్ ఇన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషనల్ మూవ్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ చిల్డ్రన్స్ ఫిల్మ్స్ ఈస్. అంటే పిల్లల సినిమాలను బాగా ప్రమోట్ చేసింది, చిల్డ్రన్స్ ఫిల్మ్స్ ఎక్కువ రావాలి అని చెప్పేసి బాగా పాటుపడిన వ్యక్తి ఎవరు అని చెప్పేసి అడుగుతున్నాం. వీఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్ దట్ విచ్ ఈస్ ద పర్సనాలిటీ హూ హ్యాస్ వర్క్డ్ ఫర్ ద డెవలప్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ చిల్డ్రన్ మూవీస్. నౌ వీ హ్యావ్ గాట్ ఆన్సర్స్ యాజ్ మృణాల్ సేన్, వీ హ్యావ్ గాట్ షబానా ఆజ్మీ, వన్ ఆఫ్ ద వెస్టర్న్ యాక్ట్రెస్, and we have got Meera Nair, and we have got Nasiruddin Shah. So you might have seen that there are very very good movies of Mr. Nasiruddin Shah. Okay, he is a very film critic. Okay, so this Nasiruddin Shah is also responsible for the movement of children's films. He was the one who actually strived for coming with more number of children's films and very very message oriented children's movies. Next one, the first woman in space was. అంటే అంతరిక్షంలోకి ప్రవేశించినటువంటి మొట్టమొదటి విమెన్ ఎవరు? ఆప్షన్ ఏ తమరా ప్రెస్, ఆప్షన్ బి సాలీ రైట్, ఆప్షన్ సి నైదియా కొమెన్సీ, ఆప్షన్ డి వాలెంటీనా తెరెష్కోవా, అండ్ ఆప్షన్ ఈ వచ్చేసరికి ఓల్గా కోర్బట్. సో వీటన్నిటిలో చూసినట్లయితే ఫస్ట్ ఉమెన్ ఎవరు అంటే షీ ఈజ్ నన్ అదర్ దెన్ షీ ఈజ్ అన్ అమెరికన్ ఆస్ట్రోనాట్, అంటే అమెరికాకు సంబంధించినటువంటి ఒక వ్యామగామి, and she is none other than Sally K. Wright. ఆమె పేరు ఏం పేరు? Sally K. Wright. So the right answer is nothing but Sally Wright. So option B is the right answer for this. అంటే అంతరిక్షంలోకి ప్రవేశించినటువంటి మొట్టమొదటి విమెన్ ఎవరు అంటే సాలీ రైట్. పండిత్ భీమ్సేన్ జోషి is associated with which of the following fields? ఓకే, కింది వాటిలో ఏ ఫీల్డ్కి సంబంధించినటువంటి వ్యక్తి పండిత్ భీమ్సేన్ జోషి? very very famous అండి. he is a musician and basically is a classical musician. ఎవరు? పండిత్ భీమ్సేన్ జోషి. ఓకే, సో క్లాసికల్ మ్యూజిషియన్స్కి చాలా చాలా ఫేమస్ అయిన వ్యక్తి పండిత్ భీమ్సేన్ జోషి. సో ద రైట్ ఆన్సర్ హియర్ ఇస్ డి, క్లాసికల్ మ్యూజిక్. ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ లిటరేచర్, ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ సోషల్ సర్వీసెస్, ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ politics. So the right answer is nothing but classical music. Next one, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan has distinguished himself in which of the following fields? MS Swaminathan ఏ ఫీల్డ్లో చాలా ప్రఖ్యాతి గాంచినటువంటి వ్యక్తి? ఇన్ విచ్ ఫీల్డ్ ఈజ్ ఈ వెరీ వెరీ ఫేమస్? నౌ ఇఫ్ యూ సీ ద ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ ఏ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ న్యూక్లియర్ ఫిజిక్స్, ఆప్షన్ బి ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ అగ్రికల్చర్, ఆప్షన్ సి ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఆస్ట్రోఫిజిక్స్, ఆప్షన్ డి ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ మెడిసిన్. సో విచ్ ఈస్ ద రైట్ ఆన్సర్ అమంగ్ ఆల్ దీస్ 4 ఆప్షన్స్? మీకు అందరికీ తెలుసు we had something called as a green revolution. What is that? Green revolution. And the father of the green revolution అని చెప్పేసి with respect to India, the father of green revolution is none other than Mr. M.S. Swaminathan. So obviously green revolution is something linked with what? Agriculture. He is also the first recipient of agriculture prize. Evaru? M.S. Swaminathan. And most of the committees which are headed by M.S. Swaminathan also will be related to agriculture only. So he is a very, very famous personality, M.S. Swaminathan, and is very, very closely related to green revolution. This green revolution was responsible for increasing the productivity of both rice and wheat. Almost the productivity has increased by 240%. అంటే ఇంతకుముందు 100 బస్తాలు పండే విషయంలో now 240 bags are being produced. Earlier if 100 bags are produced, now 240 bags are produced. So much the productivity has increased because of green revolution. High yield variety of seeds, fertilizers, okay, and different technologies. So by utilization of all these things, green revolution has taken shape in India. Okay, very, very important. So M.S. Swaminathan is linked with agriculture. The next one. Who is known as the lady with the lamp? Chala famous lady with the lamp. Option A, Joan of Arc. Option B, Sarojini Naidu. Option C, Indira Gandhi. Option D, Florence Nightingale. Option D, Florence Nightingale. Now when you look into this, remember that lady with the lamp is a nickname of a lady called Florence Nightingale. Who exactly is a Florence Nightingale? Florence Nightingale is basically a nurse andi. She is a nurse. Evaru? Florence Nightingale. And she was so dedicated that she used to always serve the poor sections of the society. And people used to adore Florence Nightingale. And we also have a Florence Nightingale award in the country, and it is given to the best nurse in the country every year. So that's what Florence Nightingale is very, very famous. And don't get confused, because Sarojini Naidu is called as a Nightingale of India. Sarojini Naidu is called as what? Nightingale of India. So this is also very, very famous. Sarojini Naidu is called as what? Nightingale of India. The next one. Yamini Krishnamurthy is an accomplished exponent of option A, Kuchipudi, option B, Bharatanatyam, option C, Kathak, option D, Odissi, option E, A and B. Yamini Krishnamurthy. Who is this Yamini Krishnamurthy? Remember that Yamini Krishnamurthy is a classical dancer. She is the classical. Now she has become old lady, but she is basically a classical dancer. And remember that she is not confined to a single dance, rather than she is an expert in two dances. The first one is nothing but Bharatanatyam, and the second one is nothing but Kuchipudi. And you should all be knowing that Bharatanatyam is the classical dance of Tamil Nadu, and Kuchipudi is the classical dance of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, mainly Andhra Pradesh. Okay, like this, if you see, in India we have got 8 classical dances: Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, we have got Kathak, which is very, very famous in North India, especially Uttar Pradesh, and we have got Kathakali, we have got Mohiniyattam, we have got Odissi. Odissi is also classical dance. Okay, we have got Manipuri. We also got something called as the Satriya, which is famous in Assam. So total we have got 8 classical dances. And Yamini Krishnamurthy is exponent of 2 classical dances. One is Bharatanatyam and one is Kuchipudi. All the classical dances are recognized by Sangeet Natak Academy as Shastriya Nritya. So then only a dance will be called as a classical dance. Without the recognition of Sangeet Natak Academy, a dance cannot be called as a classical dance. Next one. See here. Who among the following is called as the father of German unity? Father of German unity. The first option A, Mikhail Gorbachev. Option B, Helmut Kohl. Option C, George Bush. And option D, none of the above. Now, who among the following, these 3 people or someone else, is called as the father of German unity? The right answer is nothing but Helmut Kohl. Remember that Helmut Kohl is a vice chancellor of Germany, or you can say is the chancellor of Germany, and is the Chancellor of Germany for one of the longest period of time. And he is the one who has bridged the gap between the two parts of Germany. And he was a very, very good diplomat. Okay, he is a very, very good diplomat. And he is the person who is responsible for maintaining the unity of Germany. Not only that, he also maintained very, very good relationship with the European Union, and he also maintained a very, very good relationship with the USA. So, Mr. Helmut Kohl is called as the father of German unity. Next one, who headed the first scientific group to leave for Antarctica in 1982? అంటే మన భారతదేశం నుండి అంటార్క్టికాకు వెళ్ళినటువంటి గ్రూప్ను ఎవరు లీడ్ చేశారు? అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎ ఎక్స్పిడిషన్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటూ ఉంటాం. వెన్ యూ ట్రై టు గో టు ఎ ప్లేస్ విచ్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఇన్హిబిటెడ్ బై ద హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎ ఎక్స్పిడిషన్. సో దిస్ వాజ్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఎక్స్పిడిషన్. So which person has led that group? If you ask me the question, the answer is nothing but Dr. S.Z. Qasim. That S.Z. Qasim is the person who led the group to leave to Antarctica in the year 1982. Okay, and remember that who exactly is S.Z. Qasim? S.Z. Qasim is a marine biologist. And he was also the member of the Planning Commission. So this person, S.Z. Qasim, is the one who has led the team that has gone to Antarctica for expedition. So remember these profiles of Mr. S.Z. Qasim, and remaining people are not ready to that. Next one. Bachendri Pal became famous for her grand success in the field of. అంటే సింపుల్ ఏమడుగుతున్నారు, బచేంద్రి పాల్ ఏ ఫీల్డ్కి సంబంధించినటువంటి వ్యక్తి అని చెప్పేసి అడుగుతున్నారు. ఆప్షన్ ఏ వచ్చేసరికి అథ్లెటిక్స్, ఆప్షన్ బి వచ్చేసరికి స్కైయింగ్, ఆప్షన్ సి వచ్చేసరికి మనకు స్విమ్మింగ్, అండ్ ఆప్షన్ డి వచ్చేసరికి మనకు మౌంటైనరింగ్. Remember that Bachendri Pal is the first woman in India to scale up on Mount Everest. అంటే మౌంట్ ఎవరెస్ట్ని అధిరోహించిన మొట్టమొదటి వ్యక్తి ఎవరు అంటే బచేంద్రి పాల్. సో షీ ఈస్ డెఫినెట్లీ రిలేటెడ్ టు ద ఫీల్డ్ ఆఫ్ మౌంటైనీరింగ్. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? జుబిన్ మెహతా ఈజ్ అసోసియేటెడ్ విత్. జుబిన్ మెహతా ఏ రంగానికి చెందిన వ్యక్తి? ఆప్షన్ ఏ లిటరేచర్, ఆప్షన్ బి పెయింటింగ్, ఆప్షన్ సి మ్యూజిక్, ఆప్షన్ డి జర్నలిజం. Remember that this Zubin Mehta is one of the famous personality. What exactly is he ante? He is a conductor. Conductor in the sense not bus conductor. Okay, conductor ante evaru ante when the music is being played by many musicians, there will be one person who holds the sticks and directs everyone. Okay, increase, decrease, slow, all these things istunnaru kada. So that job is done by Mr. Zubin Mehta. So obviously he is definitely related to the music industry, and he is a very, very known personality all over the world for having such a command that he used to even control the smallest music also. So like that, Zubin Mehta is a very, very famous personality in the music industry in the world. So he is related to what? Music. He is a conductor in the music, right? Next one. Who among the following is a social activist campaigning against child labor? Very, very important. This question is being asked because this person recently expired. And who is this person who campaigned against child labor? So who is the one who has worked against child labor? So we got option A as Baba Amte, option B as Shabana Azmi, option C as Meera Nair, option D as Swami Agnivesh. You should know that Swami Agnivesh is one personality who worked for the abolition of child labor, okay, and bonded labor also. And Swami Agnivesh was recognized for his work, and he was also being awarded an award called as the Right Livelihood Award. What is that called as? Right Livelihood Award. He was being given a Right Livelihood Award for working for the abolition of child labor. Swami Agnivesh, very, very recently he has expired. He is also associated with various activities such as India Against Corruption and many other movements. So Swami Agnivesh, very, very famous personality, right? Next one. Who is known as the father of geometry? Who is known as the father of geometry? So we have got four options. Option A is nothing but Aristotle. Option B is nothing but Kepler. Option C is nothing but Euclid, and option D is nothing but Pythagoras. Now if you see, Here we will not have confusion with one aspect. What is that one aspect? We will not have any confusion with Aristotle, because Aristotle is a great philosopher, is a Greek philosopher. But the confusion will be among these three aspects. Yes, this one or this one or this one. Remember that Kepler and Pythagoras, they have come with some theories, but the real person who is called as the father of geometry is none other than Euclid. So the right answer is nothing but Euclid. Euclid is called as the father of geometry. Next one. Who is known as the saint of the gutters? అంటే అనగారిన వర్గాలు, చాలా పేదవాళ్ళు, వాళ్ళకు సంబంధించి ఒక సెయింట్ అనమాట. సో ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసరికి మనకు ఆప్షన్ ఏ బిఆర్ అంబేద్కర్, ఆప్షన్ బి మదర్ తెరీసా, ఆప్షన్ సి మహాత్మా గాంధీ, ఆప్షన్ డి బాబా ఆమ్టే. మీకు తెలుసు, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ డాక్టర్ బిఆర్ అంబేద్కర్, he is a politician, okay, he is also a freedom fighter, okay, he has contributed definitely, but he was working at the policy levels. Now when you come to Mahatma Gandhi, he is the father of a nation and he is a very, very great politician, right, and freedom fighter, you know that. And he was not confined for only one section of society, they were working for every section of the society. Baba Amte is a social activist, was a social activist. But when you come to Mother Teresa is also a social activist, but her only aim was to help the poor all through her life. So Mother Teresa is called as a saint of the gutters. And remember that now we should call her as Saint Mother Teresa, because she has attained sainthood. So Rome, where is the Pope in the Rome, these people, they will consider few people who have expired, and if some magical things happen in their life, they will be giving them sainthood. That is how Mother Teresa also received sainthood, so she should be called as a Saint Mother Teresa. That's a very, very important recognition for Mother Teresa. The next one. Who among the following is an activist working for Chipko movement in India? Remember that, first of all, you should know that ఈ చిప్కో మూమెంట్ అనేది ఎక్కడ జరిగిందంటే మనకు ఉత్తరాఖండ్లో జరిగిందండి. ఎక్కడ జరిగిందని మనకు ఉత్తరాఖండ్లో మనకు ఈ చిప్కో మూమెంట్ అనేది జరిగింది. అయితే ఉత్తరాఖండ్లో జరిగినటువంటి చిప్కో మూమెంట్ ఏదైతుందో, సో ఈ చిప్కో మూమెంట్లో లీడ్ చేసిన వ్యక్తి ఎవరు అంటే, యాక్చువల్లీ ఆల్ ద ట్రైబల్ పీపుల్ ఇన్ ఉత్తరాఖండ్ దే ప్రొటెస్టెడ్ అగైన్స్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ ఫర్ కటింగ్ డౌన్ ద ట్రీస్, బికాస్ ట్రైబల్ పీపుల్ ట్రీస్ ఆర్ their life. Now there was one leader who was leading this movement, and that leader is not Baba Amte, is not Swami Agnivesh, is not Raval, is none other than but Sundar Lal Bahuguna. So Sundar Lal Bahuguna is the leader who has led the movement called Chipko movement. So this is a very, very important movement. Sundar Lal Bahuguna Chipko movement. This movement is meant to protect the trees, protect the forest. People all gather around the trees and they prevented government from cutting down the trees. So this is a very important one. Next one. Who among the following is the first person to set foot on the moon? అంటే మూన్ పైన అడుగు పెట్టినటువంటి మొట్టమొదటి వ్యక్తి ఎవరు? సో we got option A as Glenn, option B as Rakesh Sharma, option C as Yuri Gagarin, option D as Neil Armstrong. If you see, this is a very, very famous thing, everyone would be aware of that. The first person to step foot on the moon is none other than Neil Armstrong. Evarandi? Neil Armstrong. Mari Rakesh Sharma evaru ante, Rakesh Sharma is the first Indian to enter into the space. Rakesh Sharma is the first Indian to enter into the space. Mari Yuri Gagarin evaru? Yuri Gagarin is the first person in the world to enter into space. India aithe Rakesh Sharma, prapancha vyaptanga aithe Yuri Gagarin. And when you come to Neil Armstrong, he is the first person to step his foot on the moon. So the right answer for this is nothing but Neil Armstrong. Is that Neil Armstrong? Right? Who among the following is the creator of the rock garden in Chandigarh? So Chandigarh lo manaku rock garden undandi, chala famous rock garden. Aithe this rock garden was created by one personality. Who is that personality? Option A, Lake Karbose, option B, Popal Jayakar, option C, Nekchand, and option D, Kamala Devi Chittopadhyaya. Now if you see that a person who was a government employee, as his part-time used to work on this aspect, he was very interested on this nature aspects, and a government servant called Nekchand, who is that Nekchand, he is the one who is responsible for the creation of this rock garden in Chandigarh. అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ద నెక్చాంద్ రాక్ గార్డెన్. ఏమని పిలుస్తామండి? నెక్చాంద్ రాక్ గార్డెన్ అని చెప్పేసి దీన్ని పిలుస్తూ ఉంటాం. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వెరీ వెరీ ఫేమస్, వెరీ వెరీ ఫేమస్. ఓకే, ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్, డాక్టర్ వి కురియన్, వర్గీస్ కురియన్ అండి. యాజ్ డిస్టింగ్విష్డ్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ ఇన్ విచ్ ఫీల్డ్? వర్గీస్ కురియన్ ఏ ఫీల్డ్లో చాలా ఫేమస్? ఆప్షన్ ఏ వచ్చేసరికి పోల్ట్రీ ఫార్మ్స్, ఆప్షన్ బి వచ్చేసరికి ఎకనామికల్ రిఫార్మ్స్, ఆప్షన్ సి వచ్చేసరికి డైరీ డెవలప్మెంట్, ఆప్షన్ డి వచ్చేసరికి అటామిక్ ఎనర్జీ, అండ్ ఆప్షన్ ఈ వచ్చేసరికి లేబర్ మూమెంట్స్. మీకు అందరికీ తెలుసు వర్గీస్ కురియన్ ఈజ్ ద వన్ హూ ఈజ్ ద బ్రెయిన్ బిహైండ్ సంథింగ్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ద ఆపరేషన్ ఫ్లడ్. ఎప్పుడైనా పేరు విన్నారా? ఆపరేషన్ ఫ్లడ్. ఈ ఆపరేషన్ ఫ్లడ్ అనేది ఏదైతే ఉందో, ఈ ఆపరేషన్ ఫ్లడ్కి అది ఎవరంటే డాక్టర్ వర్గీస్ కురియన్. ఏంటి ఆపరేషన్ ఫ్లడ్? ఆపరేషన్ ఫ్లడ్ ఈజ్ మెయింటైన్ ఫర్ ద ఇంక్రీజ్ ఇన్ ద ప్రొడక్టివిటీ ఆఫ్ మిల్క్. మిల్క్ యొక్క ప్రొడక్టివిటీని పెంచడానికి మనము ఈ ఆపరేషన్ ఫ్లడ్ని మనకు తీసుకురావడం జరిగింది. అండ్ ద బ్రెయిన్ ఆర్ ద ఫాదర్ ఆఫ్ ఆపరేషన్ ఫ్లడ్ ఆర్ ద వైట్ రెవల్యూషన్. దీని ఏమంటాం మనము? వైట్ రెవల్యూషన్ అని కూడా అంటున్నాము. ఈ వైట్ రెవల్యూషన్కి ఎవరు ఆద్యులు అంటే ఈజ్ నన్ అదర్ దెన్ మిస్టర్ వర్గీస్ కురియన్. సో ఈజ్ రిలేటెడ్ టు వాట్? డైరీ డెవలప్మెంట్. Dairy development. So this is a very very important question. And he is also a social entrepreneur. He is the founder of Amul brand. మీ అందరూ అమూల్ మిల్క్ అని చూసుంటారు కదా. ఈ అమూల్ బ్రాండ్ యొక్క ఫౌండర్ కూడా ఎవరు అంటే మిస్టర్ వర్గీస్ కురియన్. సో దట్స్ వై ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఫేమస్. The first Indian to swim across English Channel was. So what exactly is this English Channel? So when you look into the globe or when you look into the world map, you see that ఇక్కడ యూకే ఉంటుంది, ఇక్కడ మనకు ఫ్రాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఈ రెండింటి మధ్యలో ఉన్నటువంటి వాటర్ బాడీ ఏదైతుందో దీన్ని మనం ఏమంటామంటే ఇంగ్లీష్ ఛానల్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటాం. అండ్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఇండియన్ టు స్విమ్ అక్రాస్ దిస్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఛానల్, ఓకే, దిస్ పర్సన్ స్వామ్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఇన్ 5 oceans in the world. Okay, and is none other than Mr. Mihir Sen. చాలా 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 ఫేమస్. సో అక్కడ యూకేకి ఫ్రాన్స్కి మధ్యలో ఉన్నటువంటి ముర్మురా, సీ ఆఫ్ ముర్మురా అండ్ ఏజెన్సీ మధ్యలో ఈయన స్విమ్ చేయడం జరిగింది. సో ఈజ్ ద వన్ హూ వాజ్ స్వామ్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఛానల్. సో ద ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ మిహిర్ సేన్. Maiden Queen was the nickname of. Maiden Queen అని చెప్పేసి ఎవరిని పిలుస్తాం? ఆప్షన్ ఏ క్వీన్ మేరీ, ఆప్షన్ బి వచ్చేసరికి క్వీన్ విక్టోరియా, ఆప్షన్ సి ఎలిజాబెత్ 1, ఆప్షన్ డి క్వీన్ ఎలిజాబెత్ 2. See here, Maiden Queen is the name given to a queen who is not married, and it is Queen Elizabeth I who did not marry all through her life. Why she did not marry? She did not marry because if she had to marry, she had to find a prince from other country. So obviously she thought that she will lose her autonomy, she will lose our power. So she did not decide to marry, and all through her life she remained unmarried. So she got that nickname called as a Maiden Queen. So it belongs to Queen Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth I. The next one. Who among the following is a famous tabla player? So who among the following is a famous tabla player? Option A, Ali Akbar Khan. Option B, Birju Maharaj. Option C, Ravi Shankar. And option D, Swapan Kumar Chaudhary. Now if we see Ali Akbar Khan, he is known for playing an instrument called sirod. He is known for playing an instrument called as a sirod. And Pandit Ravi Shankar is known for playing something called as a sitar. When you come to Birju Maharaj, he is a dancer. He is a dancer. So the obvious answer who plays tabla is nothing but Swapan Kumar Chaudhary. He is a famous tabla player. So if you see the national songs, some of the national songs, you can see his picture also coming in those national songs. Pandit Ravi Shankar comes, even Swapan Kumar Chaudhary also comes playing the tabla. So Pandit Swapan Kumar Chaudhary is the person behind this tabla instrument. Next one. Nobel prizes are given in how many fields? In how many fields do they award Nobel Prizes? Option A వచ్చేసరికి 5, option B వచ్చేసరికి 6, option C 7, option D 8. ఒకసారి చూడండి ఇక్కడ. When I say Nobel Prizes, okay, very important, very important. Whenever they started Nobel Prizes, first they started giving in 5 fields. What are the 5 fields? One was peace, one was literature, one was medicine, one was physics, and the last one was chemistry. So these are the 5 fields in which Nobel Prizes were awarded. Okay. Now in the year 1969, one more category got added, that is nothing but economics. What is that? Economics. And recently the Nobel Prize was given, very recently. World Food Program received the Nobel Prize for Peace. Nobel Peace Prize was received by World Food Program. So that is a very important current affairs of 2020. So now the right answer would be obviously 6. What are the 6? These 5 plus 1 economics, the total number of Nobel Prizes is coming down to 6. Okay. It is the highest award in the world, and it is being present in the name of Alfred Nobel. So Alfred Nobel, who is the inventor of dynamite, so he is the person who is responsible for the evolution of this Nobel Prize. Okay, very important, very important. And even some of our Indians also receive Nobel Prize. We will discuss them when the time comes. Arjuna Award is given for option A. Arjuna Award గురించి మనం మాట్లాడుతున్నామండి. Is given for option A, bravery on battlefield, option B, outstanding performance in sports, option C, exceptional service in emergency, and option D వచ్చేసరికి exceptional service of slum dwellers. Obviously you know that Arjuna Award is given for the best sports person in the national games. So if obviously the answer will be outstanding performance in sports. So remember that we have got a lot of sporting honors. Out of them, the topmost sporting honor in the country is nothing but Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award. So Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award is the topmost sporting honor in the country. Okay, and we have got other sporting honors. One can be Dronacharya Award. Okay, one more we have got Arjuna Awards. Okay, and we also got Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Trophy. Maulana is called as the Maka Trophy. So like this, there are a lot of sporting honors in the country. Okay, and the very important one is nothing but Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award. That is the topmost sporting honor in the country. Remember that. We also have got National Sports Day is celebrated in the name of a hockey player, right? It's called as a magician of hockey, Dhyan Chand. So we also have got Dhyan Chand trophies also, Dhyan Chand Award also. So this is also a sporting honor. So all these are top sporting honors in the country. Okay, so here the answer would be definitely outstanding performance in sports. The next one, Pulitzer Prize is awarded for outstanding work in the field of. Pulitzer Prize ని మనం ఏ ఫీల్డ్ లో ప్రదానం చేయడం జరుగుతుంది? We got option A, science and technology, option B, literature and journalism, option C, international understanding, option D is nothing but environmental studies. Remember that this Pulitzer Prize is the highest honor for journalism in the world. అంటే ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా జర్నలిజంలో ఇస్తున్నటువంటి అతి ఉన్నత పురస్కారం ఏదంటే Pulitzer Prize. Okay, and remember that New York Times is the highest recipient of Pulitzer Prize. Every year New York Times will be winning at least one award of Pulitzer Prizes. Okay, so very important. Pulitzer Prize is meant for journalism and also literature. So the answer would be obviously literature and journalism. Next one, who among the following is not a recipient of Dada Saheb Phalke Award? So who among the following did not receive Dada Saheb Phalke Award? First of all, you should know what exactly is Dada Saheb Phalke Award. Dada Saheb Phalke Award is the highest honor in Indian cinema. is the highest honor in Indian cinema. It is a lifetime achievement award in Indian cinema. Because Dada Saheb Phalke Award is named after a famous director and also producer. Director and producer. Govind is actually called as the Dada Saheb Phalke. Dada Saheb Phalke. And he is the one who has produced a movie called Raja Harishchandra. First full-length feature film, Raja Harishchandra. And the original name would be Govind Phalke. His name is Govind Phalke. And on the name of this person, they started this Dada Saheb Phalke Award. And remember that Saurabh Modi, Raj Kapoor, okay, Lata Mangeshkar, Satyajit Ray, all of them are the recipient of Dada Saheb Phalke Award. Only NTR is not the recipient of Dada Saheb Phalke Award. I am speaking about the senior NTR. So he is not the recipient. Akkineni Nageswara Rao is the recipient of Dada Saheb Phalke Award. And even D. Ramanaidu is the recipient of Dada Saheb Phalke Award. It is given for those who have contributed all through their life for the cinema industry. So very, very, very important. Okay. So Dada Saheb Phalke Award, highest honor in Indian cinema. And the first full-length feature film in India is nothing but Raja Harishchandra, which is produced by Dada Saheb Phalke. Next one. The Cannes Award is given for excellence in which of the following fields? So Cannes Festival, obviously Cannes Film Festival. So obviously it is not the literature, it is not the journalism, it is not the economics, it is given in the field of films. So Cannes Award, Cannes Film Festival, everything is related with the case of films. So the right answer obviously is nothing but for excellence in cinema, for excellence in cinema. Similarly, we have got one more award called as BAFTA. BAFTA is also given for excellence in television and arts. Television and arts. Similarly, Oscar Award is the highest honor given for cinema in the world. Oscar Awards. Okay. The two highest gallantry awards in India are. So very nice question, Andy. The two highest gallantry awards in India are. So what is the options? Option A says Paramveer Chakra and Ashoka Chakra. Option B says Paramveer Chakra and Veer Chakra. Option C says Ashoka Chakra and Mahavir Chakra. Option D says Paramveer Chakra and Mahavir Chakra. Remember that when you speak about these gallantry awards, basically we have got two types of gallantry awards. Now when you come to two types of gallantry award, one is called as a normal gallantry award and another one is called as a peacetime gallantry award. Peacetime gallantry award. The topmost gallantry award is nothing but Paramveer Chakra. Paramveer Chakra. The topmost peacetime gallantry award is nothing but Ashoka Chakra. Ashoka Chakra. Now the second highest in terms of gallantry, it is nothing but Mahavir Chakra. Mahavir Chakra. When you come to this one, Kirti Chakra. Peacetime gallantry is nothing but Kirti Chakra. The third highest in gallantry category would be Veer Chakra. In peacetime gallantry award, it would be Shaurya Chakra. So this is the order when you come to gallantry and peacetime gallantry. Now, if you consider everyone is a gallantry award, in this what is the order? The first place is occupied by Paramveer Chakra, the second place is occupied by Ashoka Chakra, the third place is occupied by Mahavir Chakra, and the fourth place is occupied by Kirti Chakra, the fifth place is occupied by Veer Chakra, and sixth place is occupied by Shaurya Chakra. So obviously if we see among all the gallantry awards, if we say only gallantry awards category, then this is the case. Paramveer Chakra and Mahavir Chakra. But if we generally say gallantry awards, even peacetime gallantry awards are also gallantry awards. So the answer would be, the first is Paramveer Chakra, the second would be Ashoka Chakra. So if you see, the right answer would be option A, Paramveer Chakra and Ashoka Chakra. So these are the topmost gallantry awards in the country. And do remember that so far Paramveer Chakras are given only to the 21 personalities till now. Complete India, only 21 people are the recipients of this Paramveer Chakra. Out of this 21, only somewhere around 3 people are alive. Remaining 18 people are not alive currently. So it's the highest gallantry award in the country, Paramveer Chakra. The next one. The Jawaharlal Nehru Award is given for. In which category do they present this Jawaharlal Nehru Award? The first option A, government service. Option B, literary work. Option C, international understanding. And option D, social work. If you clearly know the full name of Jawaharlal Nehru Award, the full name of Jawaharlal Nehru Award is nothing but Jawaharlal Nehru for International Studies. So obviously the answer will be nothing but international understanding. And remember that this award is one of the prestigious awards given by the Ministry of External Affairs. Ministry of External Affairs. We will discuss about this again. Okay, very important Jawaharlal Nehru Award, because he is the one who has got good command over the international politics or international relationship with respect to India. So that is the reason on his name they have started this Jawaharlal Nehru Award for International Understanding. So the option answer is nothing but option C is the right answer. Who among the following has received both Bharat Ratna and Nishan-e-Pakistan? Very nice question. See, here the question is being asked, who is the recipient of Bharat Ratna and Nishan-e-Pakistan? Bharat Ratna is the highest civilian honor in India. Nishan-e-Pakistan is the highest civilian honor in Pakistan. Now there is one person who received both the awards. Okay, and is this Morarji Desai? Is this Mahatma Gandhi? Is this Ayub Khan? Is this Maulana Abul Kalam Azad? Remember that here when you see, Morarji Desai is a former Prime Minister of the country from Janata government, and is the first non-Congress Prime Minister in the country, Morarji Desai. When you come to Mahatma Gandhi, you know, father of the nations, right? And Ayub Khan is the president of Pakistan. He was the president of Pakistan. In 1960, when India made Indus Water Treaty, Ayub Khan was the president of Pakistan. And Maulana Abul Kalam Azad is a politician in India. He is a freedom fighter also. Now, among all this, the right answer is nothing but none other than Morarji Desai. Morarji Desai got the highest honor of Pakistan. He also got the highest honor of India. And he is the first non-Congress Prime Minister in the country, Morarji Desai. So, after the emergency, when Janata government took charge, then Morarji Desai became the Prime Minister. So, very important question. The Kalinga Prize is given by which of the following? Kalinga Prize is presented by which organization? Option A వచ్చేసరికి UNESCO, option B Government of India, option C Jawaharlal Nehru Peace Foundation, option D Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, option E is nothing but UNICEF. So here UNESCO means United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization. UNICEF means United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ మనం చూసినట్టయితే కళింగ ప్రైజ్ గురించి మనం మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. దేని గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నామండి? కళింగ ప్రైజ్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. మీకు అందరికీ తెలుసు, కళింగ ఈజ్ అ ప్లేస్ దట్ బిలాంగ్స్ టు ఒడిషా. ఒడిషా వాజ్ ఇనిషియలీ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ కళింగ కింగ్డమ్. అయితే వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫార్మర్ చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్స్ ఆఫ్ ఒడిషా, బిజు పట్నాయక్. So Biju Patnaik, he actually has contributed, has given a fund to UNESCO to institute a prize called as the Kalinga Prize. And this Kalinga Prize is presented by UNESCO, but the fund is given by the former Chief Minister of Odisha, Biju Patnaik. And Biju Patnaik is a father of current Chief Minister of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik. So the answer would be definitely UNESCO for promoting the culture. So the right answer is nothing but UNESCO. Saraswati Samman is given annually for outstanding contribution to. Saraswati Samman will be given for what? Option A literature, option B education, option C fine arts, option D classical music. Remember that basically we have got two types of awards. One is Saraswati Samman award, and one is called as the Vyas Samman award. And both of them are actually presented by the same organization, and that organization is called as KK Birla Foundation. KK Birla Foundation. But Saraswati Samman Award is given, for a contribution to literature in all languages, 23 Indian languages. In all 23 languages. Okay. But Vyas Samman is given only for contribution to the Hindi language. For contribution to what language? Hindi language. Means among all the 23 languages, any one author will be receiving the Saraswati Samman Award. This time it is won by a person called Vasudev. Vasudev is the recent recipient of Saraswati Samman Award. So obviously the right answer will be nothing but literature. And the cash prize would be 15 lakhs. When you come to this, the cash prize would be 3 lakhs. Okay. So this is with respect to Saraswati Samman and Vyas Samman awards. So the right answer is nothing but literature. Raman Magsaysay Award is named after the former president of. Very, very important. Why it's very, very important? Because Raman Magsaysay Award is called as the Asian Nobel. It is called as the Asian Nobel. Highest honor in Asia is nothing but Raman Magsaysay Award. It is given for very, very different fields. And remember that it is named after the former president of Philippines, who is called as the Raman Magsaysay. And this person called Raman Magsaysay, he died in an air crash, and on his name this award is being presented. So it is called as the Asian Nobel. Very, very important. Many personalities from India have won this award. Kiran Bedi has won this award. Arvind Kejriwal has won this award. Okay, like this we have got people such as very recently we have got an NDTV journalist, okay, who also got this award. And we have got many personalities, many important personalities. Rajendra Singh, the waterman of India, he also got this award. And we have got Bezwada Wilson, who is a social activist, who got this award. There is many people from different fields. Some are from music, some are from literature, some are from social service. So like this, some are social activists. Everyone got this award. So Raman Magsaysay Award is named after the former Philippines president. Who is the first non-Indian to receive Bharat Ratna? I already told you that the Bharat Ratna is the highest honor in the country. Now the question is, a person who is not an Indian citizen but is the first person to receive Bharat Ratna. Who is that? Option A, Martin Luther King. Option B, Mother Teresa. Option C, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Option D, Zubin Mehta. Remember that the first non-Indian to receive Bharat Ratna is nothing but Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Mother Teresa is a citizen of India. She has taken a citizen of India. Though not born in India, she has taken a citizenship of India. Now when you come to Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, this person called Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, he is also called as a Frontier Gandhi. He is called as what? Frontier Gandhi. Okay, he is our freedom fighter, but he happened to be part of not India, he is outside India right now because of the demarcations. So, he is the first non-Indian to receive Bharat Ratna. Later on, many people received this Bharat Ratna. Okay, Nelson Mandela also received this Bharat Ratna. But first non-Indian to receive Bharat Ratna is none other than Mr. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, who is also called as a Frontier Gandhi. Okay, Sariyaddu Gandhi అని చెప్పేసి తెలుగులో అంటుంటారు. Tansen Samman has been instituted by the government of. Remember that. We have Saraswati Samman, we have got Vyas Samman. There is one more thing called Tansen Samman. And what is the answer? Option A, Uttar Pradesh. Option B, Gujarat. Option D, Maharashtra. Option D, Madhya Pradesh. And the right answer is nothing but Tansen Samman Award is given for contribution to literature by Madhya Pradesh government. So the right answer is nothing but Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is the answer. Who has won the highest number of Oscars in his lifetime? I told you that Oscar award is the highest honor in the film industry for excellence in the cinema industry. It is also called as the Academy Award. What is that called as? Academy Award. Why it is called as the Academy Award? It is called as the Academy Award because it is presented by Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences. Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences will be presenting this Oscar award, so it's also called as Academy Award. And many people will find very difficult to win this Oscar award, but we've got a person called Katharine Hepburn who has won 4 Oscars. And all the people were nominated many times, but they won 3 times or 2 times. But Katharine Hepburn was able to win this Oscar for 4 times. So highest number of Oscars in lifetime were won by Katharine for individual. It was won by Katharine Hepburn. Which is the highest gallantry award in India? Obviously, we already discussed about that. I told you that Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, Veer Chakra, Ashoka Chakra, Kirti Chakra, Shaurya Chakra. Out of all the things, the topmost would be definitely Paramveer Chakra, which is won only by 21 people till now. And the last time Paramveer Chakras were awarded in the year 1999, and you should know that these are awarded during Kargil war. So, and one more important thing, remember that normal gallantry award are given for showing bravery in the wartime, and peacetime gallantry awards are given for displaying your bravery during peacetime. Means when India is not waging a war with any other country, if you show your bravery, then you get peacetime gallantry award. When India is waging a war, then you get gallantry awards. And 1999 is the last time when 3 people got the gallantry award. And Paramveer Chakra is the highest gallantry award in the country. Very important. The first recipient of Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna award is, I told you, right? The highest sporting honor in the country is nothing but Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna award. Okay, very, very important. And it was started in the year 1991. And for the first time when it started in the year 1991, who has won this? Option A, Limbaran. Option B, Vishwanath Ananda. Option C, Kapil Dev. Option D, Leandro Paes. Remember that for the first time when this award was instituted, it was won by Mr. Vishwanath Ananda, who is a chess player. He is the first recipient of this Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna award. Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna award. Remember that. Very, very important question. Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR, gives which of the following awards every year? So, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research is a very, very important scientific institution in the country. Now, every year they present a award. What is that award is the question. Option A, Ariom Ashram. Option B, Jamlalal Bajaj. Option C, Dhanvantri. Option D, SS Bhatnagar award. Remember that yes, Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar. SS Bhatnagar means Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar. Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar is the first chief of CSIR. And in the name of the first chief of CSIR, okay, this award is presented in the name of Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar. So the right answer is nothing but D. And remember that Dhanvantri is a name associated with Ayurveda. He is called as the god of Ayurveda. Dhanvantri is called as the god of Ayurveda. Generally, Ayurveda comes when we discuss about something called as Ayush. Ayush department, A stands for Ayurveda, Y stands for Yoga, U stands for Unani, S stands for Siddha, H stands for Homeopathy. So, Dhanvantri name comes in the point of time. Okay, and here the right answer is nothing but Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar award given by CSIR. The prestigious Raman Magsaysay award was conferred upon Mrs. Kiran Bedi for excellence contribution to which of the following field? I told you already that Kiran Bedi is the recipient of this award. What is that? Raman Magsaysay award, which is called as the Asian Nobel. It's called as what? Asian Nobel. And to which field does Kiran Bedi belong to? You all know that Kiran Bedi is the first women IPS officer in the country. And not only that, she also served United Nations organizations in giving some security services. So obviously she was a part of a government service. For being part of a government service, Kiran Bedi is the recipient of this Raman Magsaysay award, which is also called as what? Asian Nobel. Okay, very, very important. So the right answer is nothing but government service. Okay.